Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, this is Sophie, Lisa's daughter. Because of COVID, obviously, she didn't see much of her mum, so I'm sure say hello to her sometime and tell her what your thoughts about Lisa and things like that. She's got a bit of tonsil problem, so you won't get much out of her.
In case you don't know who I am, I'm Lynn. We had the privilege of having Lisa live with us for a while because she helped look after Jeff's dad while he was staying with us. So we got to know Lisa better than we had before, and she was an absolute gem. So be gentle with me because actually I've lost a dear friend too, but I've got the great honour of just facilitating us doing something here this afternoon. So we're here this afternoon to pay our last respects and bid a very sad but loving farewell to Lisa, to honour and pay tribute to her and to express our love and our admiration. So this afternoon, we, her family and friends who are able to be here and have been deeply hurt by her death, have put aside our usual daily activities for a while and gathered here to comfort each other and to give expression to our thoughts and feelings at this time of loss. Now, our little ceremony today won't be religious. I know there's some among us for whom religious faith is a central part of life and who are more familiar with a different sort of ceremony or service, but I hope we can agree that actually the human values we all share and our love for Lisa are much more important than any matters that divide us in that respect. Now, it's only natural we should be sad today because in a practical sense, Lisa is no longer part of our lives, and so we all come to ponder the life and death of a much-loved daughter, mother, sister and friend with confused and very mixed feelings. We've got a powerful sense of loss, but also we know that if death must come, it's as well that it's not unduly prolonged. So we don't want to see someone we love suffer. So this sorrow and our sense of relief for Lisa don't sit easily together, and one of the purposes of being together today is in some way to try and reconcile these two things. Today is also a day for memories and will be remembered for many reasons, but mainly I hope it will be remembered by all of us as a very special day in which we shared some time with others who loved Lisa. We paid our last respects and we said both mentally and physically a sad and fond farewell to a lovely person who touched our lives and enriched them, and whom we're all very privileged to have known. At this time, obviously, our thoughts go out to all of Lisa's family and to her friends who loved and cared for her, both here and those who are unable to be with us today. So I don't know if anybody feels they would like to say something. I know John thought he might, but then he might not. I think people think they might be able to and then find they can't. But if anybody does want to say anything, of course you're very welcome to. And all our memories of Lisa will be different, and there's lots of lovely things that could be said about her and how she touched our lives. So before we kind of plough on, does anybody want to say anything, or are you? Marshall would like to say something.
I really miss Lisa. She's a really good friend. And I loved her a lot. She loved me a lot. We all miss her.
Check it out.
A total sweetheart. And obviously we'll be hanging around having something to eat so we can share memories and anecdotes or whatever. Anyway, Lisa's gone, obviously, and it's only natural we should be sad. And the comfort of having a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend may be lost, but the comfort of having had Lisa in our lives is never lost. To balance the grief of losing her, we do have the joy of having known her and loved her. And I think we all agree that having had Lisa in our lives has definitely enriched them. So let's spend a few moments in silence to remember Lisa in our own individual ways, and if you do have a religious belief, you might want to use this time for your own private prayer. said Lisa wasn't one, as you know, to make a lot of fuss, but she did very much want to see that part of the garden up there planted up and looking lovely. So, as a lot of you have been up there and seen, she's now got a little grotto lovingly built in her honour, and that's going to be completed. As John has explained, it's a work in progress, but you can see it's going to be a lovely place so that there is somewhere to sit quietly and enjoy memories of her in the garden that she loved. And while we know that Lisa would have really approved of her little special place up there, let's remind ourselves that the dead don't live in a grave or an urn or even a lovely grotto. They live on in the hearts and the minds of the living. On behalf of John and Carol and Sophie and the family, thank you for being here. I hope that, like me, you've got a real sense of sharing in something special for a very special lady. And just to close this part of the proceedings, we're going to play a song that was very special to Lisa. John's requested this one, and he'd like you, if you know the words, to join in, or if you just want to sit and listen, that's absolutely fine. And then we'll carry on, have something to eat together, and continue sharing our memories of.
Nice.
eventually got the rent version of that, there's children around. I was going to try and sign it up, but I'll tell you all personally that I've tried it before in the UK and I just can't get it out. But about 6 o'clock we'll do some grub.
I'd just like to say, what a beautiful lady, and a lovely tribute to a beautiful lady who was such a good friend and cared about everybody. She was beautiful inside and out. Thank you so much. Beautiful.